Audio capture. Good. That. Post. That. Good, good. And Noah's dead. Oh, what was me?
Hold on, I'm getting my face ready. There we go.
There we go.
The man in green. That isn't green.
In green screen. All right. That one's right. Alrighty. I think we are pretty good to go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back to Aviary Attorney.
Welcome back, JJ.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So last time we had a half trial. Where it turns out the prosecution brought some bogus witnesses.
How could he possibly do that?
God. How incredibly dishonest of him. So we got 3 more days to figure out what's what.
All right. So we hadn't gone to visit anything yet.
Correct.
What do we have? What do we have evidence-wise? What do we have to investigate-wise?
I wish I could tell you, but I cannot from the screen.
Oh.
Oh, we can go to places.
Messing around, Falcon. Let's help Prince 1 already.
Listen. If I could just open the evidence folder from the map, I wouldn't need to be messing around. Alright, so, we have, not listed here, but a map that Sparrowson pickpocketed from our lawyer rival, Severin. It pretty clearly showed us that the King of France took one way to the gallery when it was impossible for our client, the supposed Juan Corrido, to have intercepted him on the way there. The only place they could have met was in the gallery. And the key evidence that the prosecution claims is the murder weapon has been incinerated, so we can't get tested for poison. The poisoning symptoms do line up with Wolfsbane, Monkshood, Aconite, all the same thing.
But the time is wrong.
But the timing would be wrong. He got pricked by the poison rose, and then immediately dropped dead, which should not be possible unless it's either a brand new poison derived from monkshood that just immediately takes effect, or the victim, Mr. Major Howell, was poisoned beforehand, and it just took effect when he happened to grab the rose out of Juan Carito's hand.
Suspicious timing.
Suspicious timing, perhaps. Evidence we have Don Quixote, which Prince Carito was reading while he was imprisoned. Page 44 seems to be missing from the book that he had, but we found Prince 44 in the garden on the opposite side from the king's procession. So that gives us an alibi. The poison rose was destroyed. We bought some flowers from the same person who Juan bought the rose from, Madame Catherine Marie Singh.
Who our false witness had mentioned before he was pulled off the stand.
Yes.
Which is suspicious because nobody else would know about her. So even if he was trying to frame Juan, why would he know about her?
Correct. For all of the lies that he did tell in his testimony, that seems like the one thing that we can rely upon. Saw a swan near the procession entrance for the King of France. Who's a penguin? Very distinguished. Lots of flowers, and of the flowers we bought daisies and we bought monkshood. Another name for wolfsbane, another name for aconite, which is what Major Howell died of. That's all the hard evidence we have. So, I think our first stop should be the prison. We can interrogate Juan as to his true identity, because we want to know who we're working for, right? We're still going to defend him,
I think that's
but you need that level of trust there. Also,
and he'll probably tell us like, well, I'm actually working for the revolutionists, and they have all sorts of plots, and they meet on Fifth Avenue at 6 p.m. on Thursdays. We'll be like, okay.
Very specific. That, and also, we're going to the prison. We might be able to talk to the Kingfisher, because he is 100% being charged with perjury.
Yeah, but wasn't the other guy charged with perjury and he just got community service?
Well, yes, but presumably, like, he didn't get community service the next day.
Yeah, I don't think he went to prison, did he?
I don't know. He did
Even
get
if you
taken away.
Fined. You don't go to prison then pay your fine. You just get fined.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right.
So we want to go to la conciergerie. Conciergerie? How do you say that?
Well, it's concierge without the IE at the end, right? Conciergerie.
In French. Conciergerie.
Yeah.
Alright, to the prison.
You again. Visiting hours are over. Come back later.
No time for your quibbling, monsieur. Stand aside.
You can't talk to me like that.
I most certainly can. We have reason to believe that you are housing a suspect under false pretenses. That is in direct violation of statutes 204B and 488C of the French Criminal Code of Justice. Failure to comply with our requests may result in you, yes, you, monsieur, being held directly responsible for any consequential legal action.
All right. No need to break out the legalese on me. I'll open the cell. Wow, Falcon. How did you memorize those criminal codes?
Memorize? Come on, Sparrowson, learn how to bluff.
Ah, Senor Falcon. It is good to see you again. You have some good news about my case, I hope.
Front politely.
Front angrily.
Should we be
Politely?
angry?
You want to be polite? You want to be polite? I don't know. Who are you? Why are you pretending to be Prince? You lying wolf.
He's a fox.
Is he even? Is he even a fox?
Fuck, you know what? Good question. Listen, Juan, in order to maximize our chances of a successful trial, I need to know every bit of information. Can't work with half-truths. Tell me one thing and the prosecution's evidence tells me another, then we're both in trouble.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow, senor.
Want me to spell it out? I know that you are not the Prince of Spain. I know that your name is not Juan Carrido.
Where is this coming from? I assure you, senor, I am who I claim to be.
Want your trial to be a farce? Then you don't need my help. Come, Sparrowson, we're leaving.
Wait. Calm yourself, Monsieur Falcon. I'll reveal all.
Bet you're not even Spanish.
That's why I dropped the accent.
Didn't pick up on that at all. He called him Monsieur instead of Senor.
Just say Monsieur. What happened to your Spanish accent? Your suspicions are well placed. Juan Carrido is not my real name. I'm not a Spanish prince. It was just a person. It was just a persona I concocted for the purpose of getting arrested.
For the purpose of getting arrested? Oh. What is your real name? What is your real name?
What's in a name? Just an empty label, a vapid reflection of who we really are. Today I'm Juan Carrido, the Prince of Spain. Tomorrow I may be Bruno Rare, pauper living under a bridge of the Seine.
Then?
That doesn't change who I am or what I do.
That didn't really answer my question.
No, I suppose it didn't. You're a smart bird, Monsieur Falcon. I suspect you already know my name.
Renard Vulpes, private investigator? So, whenever we went to the map, I did notice that where we could go, if we wanted to go talk to the private investigator, it never took any time to do so. Presumably, we would have gotten there, and he just wouldn't have been there, and then we would have fucked off.
Makes sense.
You are Renard Vulpes, private investigator.
Very astute. And you are Monsieur Falcon, private defense attorney. It wasn't always your name, was it, Monsieur Falcon? Just like me, you know how to adopt a new persona on a whim.
Yes, it is in fact I who is the Prince of Spain.
You changed your name, Falcon? I didn't know that.
This isn't about me. I'm actually a hawk. Juan, Renard, Monsieur, we're trying to uncover the truth here.
Your name's not actually JJ. You just really like JoJo's adventures.
Yes, that manga will come out for another 200 years.
They've made some weird references. Look, he's got a JoJo hat. He got a JoJo name. He's just a JoJo.
He's got a JoJo hat and a JoJo name. Despite his name being JJ and then not being a JoJo hat.
Oh, you don't know? Most of the JoJos, their name's not like John Jonathan or something. They're like all sorts of different names. They just end up being called JoJo.
I thought they were all Jonathan Joestar.
No, that's only Jonathan Joestar. Everyone else is completely different. There's a female JoJo. There's not Jonathan.
Yeah, well, I thought that was the joke. They were all had the exact same name despite being very different people.
No,
That's why it was always JoJo.
different.
Why it's always JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
It's always JJ, but it's not necessarily JoJo.
Oh.
Like Johanna or whatever. Yeah. Of course. So, what truth is it that you are attempting to uncover, Monsieur Falcon?
Why would you want to get arrested? Why would you want to get arrested?
You're putting me in a difficult position, Monsieur. If I tell you the full story, I would be putting someone else in danger.
Is he trying to
Help
like-
the mouse?
or maybe get some dirt on the judge? Because the judge was a wolf, right? It's foxes v wolves.
You think he's trying to out the judge? Who could he be putting in danger?
Probably the rest of the Fox organization, right?
It says someone,
Someone else in
not
danger.
others.
Hmm.
If it says others, might agree with you, but it says someone. That's what I'm thinking, like the mouse or someone specifically like the goose.
Maybe.
How about this? I'll tell you a story. I like stories. There was a girl, Mademoiselle, who was in a great deal of debt.
Everyone has debt these days, monsieur.
Indeed. But this particular Mademoiselle was indebted to a very powerful man, and that man wished to collect. The Mademoiselle had no means of paying, so the man offered her a deal. Murder this man, and I will forgive what you are owed. Refuse, and I will reap what I am owed from your parents.
So
Usually you go after the next generation, not the previous generation. It's a bit funny.
yeah. So what I presume is the judge is the one asking for a hit. And
Oh,
he's
sure.
getting and he's getting the swan. Try and kill the king or kill Major Howl, maybe. One of those two.
With no alternative options, the Mademoiselle accepted. But another man, a gallant knight with foolish archaic notions of chivalry, heard the Mademoiselle's story.
Yeah, sure.
Leon Locker! The knight knew that murder was inevitable, but he saw a way to take the fall in the Mademoiselle's place. Do you understand what I'm saying, monsieur?
I understand. I understand, monsieur. To be honest, it wasn't the subtlest of allegories.
Storytelling was never my strong suit. But I'm glad that you're seeing things from my perspective. Hopefully that sheds light on the situation.
So how do we turn this on the judge? I may ask, monsieur, why did you not just go to the police with the information that you had?
Police are not always an option. What is a man to do when the justice system itself is the problem. Okay, well, this confirms it then.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say start a virtual trial in which you abolish the previous inquisitorial judicial system in favor of a a jury-based system, but that's not quite applicable here.
Well, we have a jury.
Yeah, I know that was that was a like Apollo Justice reference. that was the finale of Apollo Justice.
Okay.
Because that whole game, it was like, oh yes, we're transitioning from the old system of the Ace Attorney games, where the judge is, where the judge acts as both the judge and the jury, and has say what the verdict is. But at the end of Apollo Justice, they introduced the jury-based system of justice. They had to actually make arguments to a jury instead of just to the judge.
Right, which I think is the case here, in that we don't necessarily need the judge on our side, we just need the jury on our side.
Yes. I'll let you know when I figure it out, monsieur.
Dwell on it. Perhaps we should talk about something else in the meantime.
That's all. I don't have any more questions for you, Juan. I think we've learned all we can for now.
Really? I don't feel like we learned that much.
I
Didn't
think...
even get any new pieces of evidence.
No, but we do now have a line of question that we can pursue.
Want to ask the elephant about the judge?
Yeah.
It's gonna waste more time. We should do that last.
Yes, objectively, yes, we should. But we've asked about all of our other key players. We haven't asked about Judge Romulus. So
Sure.
if Judge Romulus bought the chocolate from Hagelslack, then Romulus gave the chocolate to Catherine Murray Singh, who poisoned it and gave the chocolate to Major Howell. Now I suppose it's a question of whether Romulus was trying to poison Howell, or was he trying to poison the king?
Well, they were marching through the other place before the gallery. The artifact hall.
Yes.
And he was snacking on the chocolate then. Seems like a weird time to be just snacking.
Well, yeah, but if Singh gave the chocolate to the entourage as like a gift for the king, Major Howell could have either appropriated it for himself, or he could have said, "Oh no, we can't just give the king fucking snacks, so I'll just dispose of this." And I like chocolate, so yeah, of course, I'll just eat it myself. Be a shame if it goes to waste.
Yeah, okay, I can see those answers. Oh, Monsieur Falcon, before I forget. Could you find Mousy and ask him whether the birds have successfully flown south for the winter?
Whether the birds have flown south? What is that, some sort of code?
Something like that. But rest assured, Monsieur, that this does directly pertain to the case.
If we have time, I'll be sure to let Mousy know. Make a move, Sparrowson. Trial day is approaching.
Right. Sorry, I just watched my dasher completely miss the road and go right past the turn of a house. Now he's going into the parking lot of the little flower shop that's there, and he's turning around. I can tell.
Why is it so impossible for fucking food delivery to find you?
I don't know. There's a really, really sharp hill right at the bottom there, and so if you're like you're not paying attention, you don't see the street light, you just see green light, then you're just going straight, and you're not like, oh, I need to turn here.
Oh my gosh.
But, yeah. Okay,
Right.
so
We only got
does it
2
take
days.
time to talk to Mousy?
Probably.
Where can we go? We can go R&M. I thought that was his place.
It is, yes.
So why now it takes time?
Because Mousy's there. There's someone to talk to there.
Ah.
We've only got two. only got 2 things to go to.
Was the palace?
Palace de Louvre.
Ooh.
That is the murder scene.
Oh, it takes time to go back? We've already been there, though.
Yeah. Why we would go back there. Chocolate Emporium takes time. Bernard Joya, that's the bar. I don't think we need to go back there. I think R&M Associates talked to Mousy, because that was very heavy-handed code asking if Mousy managed to get Madame Singh's parents to safety, right?
It's not actually what I would have taken from that, but now that you say it, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was literally the birds being Madame Singh's birds flying away.
Listen, he's not very subtle.
That's good. That's good, though. That's good. Yep.
Like Vulpes is not very subtle. His whole fucking allegory from before, and he's posing as a Spanish prince reading Don Quixote. Like, I don't think he's a very clever man.
Fair. But there goes my terrible Spanish-Italian accent.
Yep. Oh.
Mousy me? I don't remember.
Yes.
Oh, customers!
Hello? Is this the office of Renard Vulpes?
Yeah. It's you two.
You hear how quiet it is? Little.
No wonder you can't be heard.
I'll see. What are you doing here?
This is where I work. See? R&M. Renard and Mousy. Monsieur Renard Vulpes and I carry out all sorts of investigations together. Although to be completely honest, it's normally Monsieur Vulpes who chooses which cases to take on.
Mousy, we have a message for you from Prince Juan himself.
He wants to know if the birds have flown south for the winter, whatever that means. Oh, yes, yes. The birds have migrated successfully. Okay, yeah. Makes sense. But if Monsieur, Prince Juan told you that, then that must mean he trusts you. He must want you to take these. Go! Take them!
These used train ticket stubs. Looks like 2 people took a railway trip to Vienna. What exactly is the point of this, Mousy?
Prince Juan said they would help with the trial. See the names? The names?
Gautier Singh, Paul Singh. I recognize the surname, but I don't know who these people are.
Yeah, neither do I really. Prince Juan just told me to book train tickets for these people and then make sure they caught the train. And so that's what I did. Yes, good.
Strange. I'm not sure exactly how these stubs are supposed to help with the trial, but we'll keep hold of them just in case. Let's go, Sparrowson. I'm done playing courier.
Good call.
Okay, so that is
Right.
very clearly evidence when Singh takes the stand. We don't have any time today to do anything else. We have to go to the office. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. Somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. Secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. Still got one day until the trial, but how to spend it? Suppose we could revisit the Louvre. Maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canard Joyeux. Something wrong, Sparrowson? Being unusually quiet. Something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet. I think his DoorDash arrived. Ah, now he's moving.
What? I'm back. You laugh at me.
Just so you know, the previous line was, "What's wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet." And then I look over, you're dead still, not saying anything. Ah, you know what? Food probably arrived.
Good timing, I guess. Apparently, he didn't miss the road. The cops have shut the road down for some reason or another.
Ah, fuck, what'd you do?
Well, I do know that there's like several temples along my road.
Hmm?
And usually on Sundays they have like their big festivals and things like that.
Hmm.
But if the cops have shut it down, like it slightly worries me. I'll
Yeah.
have to check the news later, make sure there wasn't like some terrible incident or something.
Oh, no.
Anyway, I haven't heard or seen anything, so yeah, I'm
We'll
sure
assume
I won't be pulled
that
into
everything is fine.
into a trial.
Yeah.
Falcon, we need to talk.
What's up?
See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous, I know. Anyway, I didn't actually see the line. I just said dangerous thing, and then I looked and saw the line. Wow, that's good.
We're just too on top
I
of
realized
it.
we were missing a crucial piece of evidence.
What evidence would that be?
Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause.
That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Okariko will almost certainly bring that up.
So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison.
Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson?
He's already done it. Maybe.
Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that.
I knew you would say it. That's why I already consumed the wrapper.
God damn it, Sparrowson!
Shit. 45 minutes ago.
Sparrowson? Sparrowson!
Jesus Christ.
Shit. Doctor, is Sparrowson okay?
Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable.
God,
I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed.
God, I hope we never have to meet this character again.
Dr. Foulret.
Oh, thank God.
How did you say this happened again?
It's a long story. Lawyering occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this?
I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology.
What the fuck are we doing here, then? Why do we have a shrink looking at Sparrowson?
What kind of mental health doctor needs a syringe of that size?
Jesus.
Jesus.
But I have sent for a specialist who should be here tomorrow morning. He'll make a full assessment.
That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him.
Wait a moment. There is a matter of the bill. I have a large one, I know.
We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down.
I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands.
It's terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. I don't recognize that voice.
Finally found you.
Someone say something?
Running around like a headless chicken. You're one tricky lawyer to find. Told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen.
Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward.
Right, I'll step forward. That'll be the last thing you'll ever see.
Fuck. And then he dumps us in the Seine.
Au revoir, JJ Falcon.
What just happened? Where am I? Am I dead? No, that can't be right. This is nighttime. I'm just sleeping. If I focus and count to 3, I should be able to wake up. 1, 2. Did it work? Ah, Dame Cataline.
I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up.
Made no mistakes. I made no mistakes. I did my duty as a lawyer.
Your duty put an innocent man on death row, Monsieur Falcon. I hope you're proud of that.
I misclicked. Wasn't my fault. What the hell's happening in this story? Falcon got jumped. The fucking one of the wolves, who's in fucking cahoots with Judge Romulus. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Cataline.
Wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all your failures?
Not making excuses.
Failure after failure after failure. No desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ.
Don't call me JJ.
That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow.
My grandfather? Prove you wrong. You can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too?
What? No. I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur. Wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up.
A new day. Yep, we're in the Seine. Upon that.
Come on,
Oh.
monsieur, wake up!
Kingfisher.
I said wake up! You're starting to worry me. Oh, thank goodness. Wasn't sure when I would have to find a doctor or a mortician.
Ugh. Head. Where am I?
Pont d'Arts, you know, by the Louvre in Paris, France. Just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy. Giro Falco or something.
What time is it? Actually, what day is it?
You hit your head pretty hard, huh? The 21st of January and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning.
21st. 9 o'clock. No, the trial. Should have been the Cour fuck. Cour de Assises. Assise? Should have been at the quarter seas 10 minutes ago.
Well, you're running late. Take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding.
Maybe if I sprint it.
In your condition, that would be stupid. Take a seat, clear your head. I'll get some dry clothes.
No time.
Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go.
This. A dip pen? No, wait. It's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle. Gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine.
Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you.
Ah, we grabbed a pen from our assailant. I was holding this. Then... suppose it has to be mine. Fountain pen has been added. Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Contains green ink.
Green ink? Who uses green ink?
Who the fuck uses green ink?
Hey, don't call me a fisherman!
It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present?
Such unprofessionalism.
If there's no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king.
Your Honor, may I have a word?
Fine, but make it quick.
I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There's no room for wishy-washy or dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes, in the case the defense is just a little tardy. And the trial still has a chance to proceed, and justice will be served.
Oh, he's actually a pretty decent guy. You're the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed.
Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict.
Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you're here to prosecute.
No, my job description is to prosecute. I am here, in this courtroom, to ensure that justice is served.
I really like this fucking rooster Miles Edgeworth.
An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice.
That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury. The defense is present, Your Honor.
Not the best thing to be doing after you're still getting over your cough.
Well, hold on. The antagonist, not the villain. You're late, Falcon.
Mon Dieu, JJ. You look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something?
Something. Like that?
Your Honor, we are all present. Only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice.
Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. Your Honor.
But Your Honor,
Rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred.
It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium.
Well, let's fucking go. The King of France. He's here.
I don't think it should be me. I think it should be you.
Oh, we're not doing the trial after all. That's a pity. Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see. You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it ever began. Well, the defense, he was late and, Oh, pish posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with the trial. It'd be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right?
It was perfect, Your Majesty. Judge, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying.
No objections here. Just going ahead with the trial is just fine with me.
And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor?
Fine. Proceed with this cursed trial.
Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, would you tell us your activities on the day of the murder?
Activities? Well, I'd started the day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time.
I think you can skip ahead a little. Perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre.
Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle de Tib with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled the new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest.
Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Mesdames and messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And it is no ordinary testimony. It is a testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France.
Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, Your Majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve. Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material.
South entrance, the Salle, the Grand Gallery, Prince of Spain.
I think we got to hit on the Salle de Tib. We want to...
Yeah, something happened, right? When
Yeah.
did they get the chocolate? Did Major Howell just pull it out? Did Major Howell, like, confront somebody?
Yeah. South entrance or the Salle de Tib? Start with the south entrance.
Well, I don't think that's in doubt, is it?
We could establish... Singh was at the crime scene? Or was established at the south entrance? But I think the Salle de Tib, yeah. We'll see if Major Howell is snacking on anything. Your Majesty, you say you passed through the Salle de Tib uneventfully. Indeed, we stopped briefly to look at the paintings, then moved on to the Grand Gallery. What did you see in the Salle de Tib? Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle de Tib? Did I see? Well, Roman stuff, mostly. I mean, aside from Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage?
You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through without encountering anything of interest.
You're right, I'm reaching. That tells me something important took place in the Salle de Tib. But maybe you're right, Sir Severin. It would be foolish to blindly push on, wouldn't it? Never mind. South entrance. Your Majesty, you say you entered the Louvre from the south entrance. Indeed, we approached from the Hotel de Ville, so it was an easy riverside stroll. Did you see anyone suspicious? Did you see anyone or anything suspicious around the Louvre's entrance? Suspicious? I'm afraid not, monsieur. Just the regular riverside types, bourgeois, vendors, people who fish, and the like. Let's see.
Even the king of France, respects people who fish. Not calling them fishermen. How disrespectful.
What do we push on then?
I don't know. Maybe you can elaborate on like the moment of the rose.
Your Majesty, you say you were presented with a rose by the Prince of Spain. Indeed, he formally introduced himself. I knew he was telling the truth because he called me Signor. Why did Major Howell take the rose? I find it curious that Major Howell snatched the rose before you could take it. Why did he do that? The Major has always been a protective fellow. I think he was just doing his diligence as a royal guard. And given how he took the figurative bullet for me, I would say that he did his job well. Well, I can't argue with that. And the question about Prince Juan. What do we do? What do we do? Do we out Prince Juan?
I don't know if we're supposed to add him. Yeah, that seems too early.
What else do we
And
have,
to the
though?
king to tell the king, no, you were wrong. It wasn't the prince. That is the only other thing I can think of, though.
Oh, Your Majesty, I would like to ask you about your activities in the Grand Gallery. Please proceed. Did you see anyone suspicious? Aside from the Prince of Spain, did you see anyone out of the ordinary in the Grand Gallery? Why, monsieur, the Grand Gallery is always inhabited by artists. Everyone there is out of the ordinary. Unless, can you think of anyone who stood out?
Is this question going somewhere today, or are you blindly stabbing in the dark?
I'm stabbing that darkness. I'm just stabbing in the dark, to be honest.
And perhaps be a little less stabby and a little more brainy.
No. So... What do we hit on? Prince of Spain, I guess, is the only thing that we can do?
I don't see why you... Like, just because they didn't encounter anyone in the Salle doesn't mean they didn't do something. Like, the Major got chocolate, pulled out some chocolate, asked the king, hey, you want some? And then the king said no, and then he ate them, right?
What are the other rooms? There's several rooms between the Louvre South Entrance and the Grand Gallery, but you only mentioned the Salle de Tib by name. Why is that? Oh, the Salle de Tib was the other room we looked around in detail. The other rooms we simply passed right through. Why did you stop in that room specifically? Well, see, there was this giant doorstop that caught my eye and sparked a debate. Say no more, Your Majesty. Oh, that same doorstop that we were arguing about.
Because that's the only one that we can press on in this situation. Is what did you see?
Yeah.
Like, did you see Major Howell having a snack?
How was it phrased though?
No.
Consultative, Roman stuff. Someone in the room that wasn't a member of your entourage.
Well, yeah, but that was for example, and he might say, "Well, no, we didn't encounter anyone, but I did." Since that's the room we spent the most time in, I noticed some of the guards having snacks.
Let's see. Another question we could elaborate on in Prince of Spain, Grand Gallery. What was the other one in South Entrance? Are you sure? No, that didn't help.
Yeah, I don't know what we asked. Like, are you sure was that?
Are you sure? What was the question in South the Tib?
Did you see anything else of interest, including talking to anyone? So that's why I'm saying he might say, well, I noticed that the guards were getting bored and snacking or something like that. Like that's the only other line I could see that would actually have some meaning. Other than going down the whole route of outing the prince as not a prince.
Yeah. What did you see in the cell of the Tib? I want the king to elaborate. I have reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw.
And I suppose you will have to proceed, Your Majesty.
Alright, let me think. There was that giant doorstop. And there was that copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle.
Boom! Got it!
I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Howell was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf.
What?
Hmm? Did I say something startling, prosecutor?
No. Please continue, Your Majesty.
I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. Got a long story short, Your Majesty. This mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant. Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan. Probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was... Mademoiselle Swanson? Mademoiselle Dubique? Mademoiselle Singh? Mademoiselle Singh? Singh? That sounds familiar. Oh yes, I think that was it. She was called Mademoiselle Singh.
How is that not leading the witness?
Listen, this is this is fucking 19th century France. It's fine. I see. This is undoubtedly significant. Mademoiselle Singh gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died.
Now, just 1 minute. I see what you're alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. That line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial.
Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates.
Yes, that much is no longer in dispute. But you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer.
Yes. Shame on you, defense, implicating a poor innocent girl like that. Absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial. Hold on. I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned.
I don't believe you, JJ. You haven't a piece of evidence that significant. You would have slammed it down already. Present it.
Well, I can't. It's not really in the evidence folder type of evidence.
Why am I not surprised?
The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet?
Well, Your Majesty, it appears that the defense had a realization of his own. That is, he lacks the evidence to support his theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end.
I mean, you could still explain what happened, right? You might not be able to say, hey, here's Sparrowson, he's dying of poisoning. But you could get the doctor to testify. But we didn't bring him here, right?
We didn't bring him here, and also that's he's he's a therapist, not a medical doctor. We haven't met the medical doctor, so we don't have a portrait that we can point to.
Right.
I think this trial is over, Your Honor.
About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I'm pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs. I'll now deliberate with the jury.
Objection! Sorry, I've always wanted to do that.
Sparrowson, are you okay?
Yep, the doctor says I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note. See?
Too late, the trial's over.
Oh, can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it.
Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges.
I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict, it's to ensure that justice is served.
No, you told him that your job was to get a guilty verdict, but you are not here to do that. You're here to see justice served. Your job explicitly is to get a guilty verdict, though. I swear, you're the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear.
This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These include profuse sweating, rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolfsbane. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed a discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe the patient to be wait, we can skip that bit. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Falret.
Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. We no note in the King's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered.
Awesome. Wait, did you say the king is here?
And get his autograph later.
Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something?
To be honest, I see little to cross-examine.
Do your damn job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds.
Your Honor, he has a note signed by a medical professional, definitely proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. I could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I feel that'd be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that.
Yeah. Well, what the hell do we do now?
Nothing, Your Honor. Poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. Prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree. JJ's evidence is tenuous.
Tenuous.
A step above circumstantial. You've proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Howell was killed by the chocolate. You're still making far too many assumptions. Where's the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claim?
Oh, I brought along her witness. Maybe she can help.
Boyd. Who's Madam Singh?
I think it was you.
I think it was me. Oh, hello. You. Harrison. Great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case. But what are you trying to pull off now?
Surprise witness.
Surprise witness.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Kokuruko liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought I would beat him to his own game. I brought the flower girl, Mademoiselle Singh, so that she can testify about Prince Juan's character.
Putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that Mademoiselle Singh is a possible suspect for this case.
What? That can't be right.
Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? You understand what you are agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Singh as a witness?
No, none. Bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Singh. Prosecuting is my job.
Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear. Tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Oh yeah, the one person that's been it's crazy when you put somebody in that position where they're like, "Oh, I've been threatened and manipulated this entire time, and now I'm in a court of law where I have to go against all of that."
Yeah. I swear, Your Honor, I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Marie Singh, and I'm a flower seller. Mademoiselle Singh, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king's entourage enter the Louvre around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle de Tib, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates.
No, that can't be right.
I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people.
I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something.
Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. Oh, monsieur, I am confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and no one else's. You gain a little favor with the jury. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that your client, Prince Juan, gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap up this court session? I haven't finished my examination. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan. And you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe the Mademoiselle has submitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further.
Something of huge importance.
I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You're doing my head in. Fine. We will shut you up. I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. What about this?
Just show him the pen. Like, what?
Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs. Look at the names. Papa and Mama. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe? They are. The tickets were arranged, courtesy of the Fox. Then... that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king. Except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under the threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold. But I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus.
I've seen this coming.
What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering.
Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as prosecutor. Although admittedly, this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. In any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They're always proven to be fabrications born of desperation.
I've never been more honest, monsieur.
Listen, Mademoiselle Singh, I would like to believe your story. But accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story?
Proof?
You can say the judge lent you money. Then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof.
Contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him. Ah, how convenient. Of course, this supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie.
Falcon, you have something. Do we have something? Anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Singh?
Link. Of course. Members of the court are not for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made a contract with Mademoiselle Singh in the past. I know this because at this very moment, I'm holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene.
What? Flowers?
Gotta be the fountain pen, right?
Why would it be like? To me, that doesn't actually make sense yet.
I don't know what else we got, though. It's the
Well-
only new evidence.
It links Judge Romulus to the crime scene. I think it's the monk's hood.
A sprig of monkshood sold by Mademoiselle Singh?
It says evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. So the only evidence that we actually are holding has to be something that's not been disposed of yet. Which, yes, could be the pen, but the pen does not link directly to the crime scene at all. There's nothing about green ink, right? Related to the crime. We're not holding the chocolate wrapper anymore.
No, not.
What do you think, Grim?
Hmm. I don't know.
Alright, thanks for your help.
Hmm. I don't think we have the evidence.
Now I don't know how the flowers necessarily link. Because he's not wearing a flower or anything right now, right?
No. I can't check either. Yeah, I don't think we have, I don't think we have it.
What happens in this case? You have to pick something. I think it's the monk's hood because there's nothing else that's actually related to the crime.
I think we would have needed to go ask, go ask the elephant about, Judge Romulus.
That wouldn't have been a key piece of evidence, right? That would have been.
Well, presumably, if it was Romulus, we would have gotten, like, we would have gotten something definitive that would have linked him. Or that said he bought chocolates.
A receipt or something?
Maybe. Uh,
What's the worst that can happen? We either have it or we don't, right?
yeah. Singh goes to jail, and then we've got a target on our back from Romulus. We might die at the end of this chapter because we're missing evidence. We might get assassinated and have to start this chapter over.
No.
Well, it's either that or or this chapter wraps up and we just keep going. Like we could have just gotten it wrong. I don't know how dependent this game is on having a proper through line. Because
I don't know either, but
um
I don't think Falcon would have even said this line if he didn't have the evidence. Because it brings up the evidence selector, right? Like, I think if he didn't have the evidence, it would have made more sense if Falcon would say, I wish I'd had some evidence for this, but I don't. Could what's page 44?
Page 44 of Don Quixote, that proves
Okay, that doesn't have anything else in it.
yeah, that proves
Does the book have any green writing on it?
no.
No. And the private investigator doesn't have
Nothing.
writing on it. The ticket stubs don't have writing on it.
Maybe we can present the chocolate wrapper and get Hagelsock in here.
That doesn't make any sense.
We must have missed it. Like, I don't see how we couldn't have. Because we must be that we wasted 2 days with the chocolate wrapper.
I still think it's somehow related to the flowers. Because she's a flower seller.
Yeah, but it doesn't link him to the crime scene at all.
The poison. It links him to the poisoning. Because Madame Singh says, I applied the poison myself. I bought the chocolates. I blah, blah, blah. But we could say she could have got the poison, but where was she? Like, could she afford the chocolates? She's a poor flower seller. If we have the piece of evidence, I think it'll just keep throwing us back into this menu to pick something else. I don't think it will just game over us.
I think it's gonna game over us immediately. We don't have the evidence.
I was gonna say if that's the case, then it will game over us. It should have game over us already. Or we just pick anything that's wrong and it games over this.
I think it's gonna get us to a bad ending, and it might just continue on from there, or we could start over, or it'll prompt us to rewind the clock. Because we can, from the main menu, we can restart the case. I'm gonna go chocolate wrapper. Take a look at this. Yep, this is standard Ace Attorney failure line. Oh, I'm not sure. Useless, you're wasting everyone's time, defense. Lost a little favor. I have something that proves Judge Romulus had a hand in the crime.
Ben?
I know this pen belongs to Judge Romulus. That much is obvious. If I were to present it right now, it would prove nothing. I have to find a link between the judge and the crime scene. You're waiting for defense. Sure, it's the supposed evidence of my meddling.
Monk said.
Nope.
No. Huh?
Charles Afar is guilty for sure. Enough. You've overstepped your bounds as a defense attorney, Falcon. Really prove your client is innocent by tracking down the real murderer. Your job is done. Your Honor.
Read the judge to the right here, Judge. It's obvious that you want to exonerate this mademoiselle. That's admirable. But it's also obvious you don't have the evidence to support your claims right here and now. Let this go, and mademoiselle can defend herself in her own trial.
So we're in agreement, prosecutor. We're ready to wrap this up.
We are. I have no further questions for the defense or for Mademoiselle Singh.
I shall now converse with the jury to decide Prince Juan's verdict. Although I suppose this won't take too long.
Don't worry, mademoiselle. We'll get you out of this. Won't we, Falcon?
Harrison, you're clearly a caring individual, but this outcome is for the best.
How the hell is this for the best?
My parents are safe, that's all I wanted.
Your parents? But what about you?
Oh, that deliberation was straightforward. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Garrido, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. Your Honor, what will happen to me? You? Well, you haven't been formally tried yet. Fortunately for you, we have a free trial slot this afternoon. We should be able to determine your guilt by nightfall. You may even see the blade of the guillotine by tomorrow. How lucky. I see. You look scared, mademoiselle. Don't fret. They sharpen the guillotine blades regularly. Nobody here likes gallows humor. Whatever. Court is adjourned. I think this is goodbye. Thank you, Monsieur Falcon. Monsieur Sparrowson, you did your best.
It can't end like this.
This isn't how I wanted things to go, Signor Falcon.
No, me neither.
We mustn't blame ourselves. You made an admirable effort to save everyone.
Good as effort if these are the results I produce. Kill scenes aren't always reliable from what I've heard. Thankfully, she's a swan, so there's not much to cut through.
As long as they don't try cutting through the thick part of the neck. You gotta go for like the thin part of the neck, which for everyone else would be like their nose.
Tell me, Signor Falcon.
What?
Like, they have such long necks that if you cut at the neck part, like where her neck meets her body, it's actually one of the thickest part of her neck. Because her neck widens right at the base.
Okay.
But then further up the neck, it gets thinner and thinner until it gets to her face.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, is you can't try to cut her head off at the neck, at the base of the neck. You have to cut her head off at the base of the skull.
Where does her nose come from? Come to?
Never mind. I was just saying that it's like further up. So you can't lie her against the guillotine like you would lie a normal person, because then you'd be cutting through the base of the neck. You gotta like shimmy her further from the guillotine because she's got such a long neck that she's got to lie. The same problem with a giraffe person, okay? Listen. You know why I hired you as defense lawyer?
I really don't.
I hired you because I thought you were a lawyer with a philosophy, an ideal. And I stand by that. You're a man with a strong ideal. It's just unrefined, like an unpolished gemstone. I'm sure that, given enough time, your ideal will become refined, and you will come to live up to your reputable family name. The Falcon name is reputable? I didn't know that.
He's not talking about... Never mind.
In any case, here's your payment.
I don't deserve this.
Keep it. I dragged you into this. It's only fair that I compensate you for your time. I think this is the last time you will see Prince Juan. But feel free to come by R&M Associates if you need any help in the future, Senor Falcon. Impressive, JJ. You actually managed to successfully defend your client.
Severin, are you going to be in charge of prosecuting Mademoiselle Singh?
Probably. Why?
You think you can get her a reduced sentence?
For attempting to murder the king? I empathize with Mademoiselle JJ, but I'm not a miracle worker. No lawyer can save the flower girl now.
I'm going to go get a drink.
Yeah, me too. It could just end like this too. It could be the game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? Like we can go back and find out pretty easily, but
On a previous day, yeah. New Prince 1 investigation. And let's speedrun this.
I think all we need to do is meet
Option. There are no...
text speed. Chateau.
Right. Mademoiselle Duhat. Joya. White Falcon. Yes. Into Spain. Tell us about the murder. Paris. Reading. We are now much more well read. Blocked Juan Corrida. Go to the Louvre to get evidence. On the map. Very impressive. Dial to tip. Turn. Chocolate. Aviary's garden. Robinho. Groundskeeping. Franks. Goal.
This guy didn't. Oh, I guess this guy tells us about where the thing is.
Yep, the Vulpus office. Down here.
Haven't met the judge yet, so can't get that evidence yet.
Yeah. Go to the Canard Joya. Drinking room.
This guy
Symptoms
didn't
back
actually
night.
give us any evidence.
No evidence, but it does tell us about the symptoms of Baconite. Tech. With the Spanish monarchy. Like Don Quixote. Well. Need to meet thing?
Yeah, but I don't think we need to meet her here, do we?
Do we present the Aconite? We're still good. I think we're still good for time. 1, 2. We're still good. Flowers. A loop. Judges are assassinating, yep. Gierge. One.
So much music compared to every other scene.
It's so much music. Vulpus. See. It's Palais de Justice. What did we do here?
Poisoning?
Poison, was it? How was Major Hell poisoned?
Yes, that's exactly what we're saying.
And check the rose. Chocolate wrapper. Okay, the Kingfisher. That Fox Prince 1. On, use another entrance. Gardens. Page. Oh, fuck. Really? I had to do it in that order? Okay.
The judge. Welcome.
Threatening letter. Now we go to the chocolatier.
Welcome. Blah, 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 blah.
Who bought this piece of chocolate? Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagelslag? This fellow. Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus?
Yes, Monsieur.
Alright, have you ever served... Wait, did you just say yes?
Yes, Monsieur. A wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago, on the 6th of January, to be precise.
You say or do anything suspicious?
Not that I can recall, Monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow, big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling.
Custom filling?
Some type of caramel. He provided it himself. Unfortunately, he did not bring enough for me to sample.
What does this mean, Falcon?
Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. May just mean that this judge likes to eat chocolate. If the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagelsack, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt?
I can do one better. Monsieur, I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand?
Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur?
Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial after all.
Accuracy at your evidence folder.
Did you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink. I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green.
Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagelsack. You have been enormously helpful.
I'm glad to be of service. Wish the best of luck with your case, yes.
I wonder if the first case also has an alternate ending. I don't think it can. I think that's too much of a setup chapter.
It's pretty straightforward. I don't think there was any opportunities to waste time.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's just if you just keep pressing on the wrong evidence and then he just ends the trial and you get a guilty verdict.
Yeah, yeah.
45 minutes coming in. It's still so funny.
That's really good. You have a C. And into the sun.
Sploosh.
On to arts.
Maybe he's really an eagle, but the eagle's name has been shamed or something.
Hmm. Cross-examine. About the tib. C. Elaborate. I'll sing. Carson's objection. Prize witness. He done it. Ticket stubs. I know this because at this very moment I'm holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Dark code
Wait,
receipt.
pen first. Pen first. Wasn't it?
No, well, it would be the receipt.
Didn't the pen move us forward though?
I think it's related.
Oh no. The pen made us yeah, okay. There was a unique line for the pen here,
Yeah.
but it didn't count as a failure. It was just, hey, you're using this too early.
I received 1 box of custom-filled chocolates from the 6th of January, sold to Judge Romulus, signed in green ink. think you should take a look at this, Severin. Severin?
Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands?
What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say?
This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagerslack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus.
The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happen to have been the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. Taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony,
That would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt.
Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yep. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is undisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable. Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. You want me to dig up court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis?
That wouldn't be impossible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents.
Yeah, that would be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have in my possession proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh yeah, that's mine. Thanks. I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that thing everywhere. You fucking idiot. You goddamn fool.
Wow.
I thought as much. Mesdames and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside of Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine.
Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude.
This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. David, Your Honor, I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink that it contains. It is emerald green in color.
And as we all know, only baddies write in green.
Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green. And I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus.
So, Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship, or was of it.
Just fucking slamming him in front of him. Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed in... That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. Certainly is a coincidence. No, there's no more room for coincidence. There's no more doubt. There was only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Singh, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Singh's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley. And, when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Singh to take the full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates, I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. There's not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I am the one who holds the gavel. I am the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Palace Austerlitz before nightfall. This is not the music for this.
No, but I assume he's also forgetting that he is not actually the one of highest authority in the courtroom right now.
Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody, not even God, can condemn me when I sit so highly. The king is still here, isn't he?
Yeah, I think that's the point.
Attempting to murder the king, corrupting the court assist. What an utterly repulsive individual.
Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty, you'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and the government will fall. The bourgeois will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious second republic. A republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me.
Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him.
Of course. Carry on, Inspector.
What happens now?
Free classes
I
and
guess
truly evil.
I'm supposed to take over the president judge's duties? Well, given the surprise series of revelations that just took place, we believe the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Garrido, to be clear of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty.
Still no fanfare. I'm so fucking trained by Ace Attorney. I'm expecting like fucking confetti to shower from the ceiling as a fucking chorus of applause. 'Cause that's how it is every single time. You get not guilty,
Yep.
and like confetti pops up. What happens to me now?
Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes.
I see. I cannot argue.
But as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law.
What does that mean?
He's saying you're free to go.
Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute.
Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now.
I do. I know exactly where you would be right now.
Yeah.
Under the guillotine.
So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them. Vienna.
You need a holiday after all this drama?
Well, yes, but I also want to get away from here before, the fighting starts. Ah, shit. Right. There is a revolution coming. Fuck. You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here too. Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle.
I just realized because you set the text speed now to instant, it doesn't actually play the typewriter effect, so it doesn't do the bloop 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 bloop.
Good point. Oh,
I
fuck, we missed the
misspelled
line. It was such a funny line, too. Oh, no.
Go to the log? There's no log.
There's no log. I think he said, we're far from smart, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, messieurs. And farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over.
Wait, mademoiselle. Don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. I guess it's just you, me, and the fox. Right, Falcon?
That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary offices. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin.
Okie dokie.
I suppose congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way that you did. It was quite a feat.
Everything went far better than I could have hoped. Almost like, we had experienced this once before, and gone back in time to correct our mistakes. But you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours.
Lie?
This trial's testimonies are completely invalid. Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Singh to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet she would still be found guilty of conspiring or accessory to murder. Why are you holding back?
You know, 10, maybe 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Singh. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. As I gained experience, I started noticing the details.
The details?
The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. Exactly what had happened in your last case, Falcon. I hated it. So I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Singh, and she would definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice.
You're a good lawyer, you're going soft. You're a good lawyer. You're a good lawyer, Cocorico.
You're not terrible, Falcon. I must congratulate you, Signor Falcon and Signor Sparrowson.
What am I still doing using that old accent? I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson.
No big deal. We're just doing our jobs.
No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was going above and beyond your duties. Of course, I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment.
Thank you, Monsieur Vulpus. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light.
5 extra francs!
We have 5
Or
extra
did we
francs.
Or did we not spend 5 extra francs somewhere?
No, we spent all the same money. We spent 20 francs this chapter. No. We lost at gambling.
No, there was.
We lost at gambling. That's what it was.
Oh.
I lost a round in blackjack.
That's right.
I'll see you out.
Wait, Monster Volps. Before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job.
Well, in the worst case scenario, we would have fucked up, and Singh would have gone free, and Vulpus would have hanged. Or, I guess, or Vulpus would have been decapitated. The worst scenario, I guess, was that... Well, it was the one that we got.
Singh and... No.
Yeah, because we know that Judge Romulus was dirty, and that Singh was still going to fucking hang, and Vulpus's plan came to naught. Like I think that's the worst scenario.
I think the worst would have been to somehow implicate Singh and Vulpus together, and they both get guilty.
I mean, yes, but I don't think that was an option.
Maybe not. Oh, more reputable than the falcon that stands before me. Yeah? Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon.
Not go down this road, Monsieur Vulpus. I don't go by my old name for a reason.
That's fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other.
We're just gonna have a chapter that's not at all lawyering. It's just gonna be us trying to survive the French Revolution.
It's gotta be... I don't know, maybe we either have to defend the king, like, for some reason, or... they maybe catch some of the other revolution starters, we have to defend them? I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the next coming days. If you want to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office at any time.
Dig up the dirt?
I am a private investigator. It's what I do.
We'll bear that in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpus.
Good day, messieurs.
I'm going to go get a drink.
Seriously, Falcon?
What? I'm just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee. End of Act 2. Game has been saved. Do you wish to continue? I think we should call it there. Or should we get a preview of... We get a preview of what's the next case.
Is that how we used to do it? We'd start the next chapter and then...
Occasionally.
Occasion.
Occasionally. if I was super invested in what was happening. Let's take a preview. I remember the July Revolution. Of course, how could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. 3 glorious days. Birds.
The background music from the previous thing is still playing. It doesn't seem
I
right.
think something is broken from my fucking my macro clicking through stuff. I think something is very broken. Dog sniper. Oh fuck. The Sleeping City.
Sleeping City. Uber Shrike?
All right, well, I guess we'll call it there. This game's really cool. Okay, I suppose we have a choice to make. Should we continue on with Aviary Attorney in its entirety? Or do we want to take a break and play some other games?
There's 2 other games on our list, right?
There's 2 other games on our list, yes, that have come out very, very recently. 2 days ago, we had Reanimal drop, which is the Little Nightmares devs made a new game. The original Little Nightmares devs made a new game. And that we can Steam play together for a bit of online couch co-op. And also, in about 2 days' time, we have Placid Plastic Deck, the Duck Sim Inscription game. What are you feeling like?
What is this?
What?
I looked up Reanimal Time to Beat, and it's like, it will take you 4 days if you play 1.4 hours a day. I was like, what? Who thinks of it like that?
4 days to complete if you play 1.5 hours a day while focusing on some extra content. What the fuck? So, so it's 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it's close to like 6, I guess.
That's like 6 hours, yeah. For
Now, granted, that's not a bad metric for us because our streams are 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And we're usually fucking around a little bit.
So like
4 streams,
like 3 streams, yeah. It's an hour and a half, so oops. There we go. So like, yeah, okay. That's really funny though.
I wonder if Plastic Deck Simulator is significantly longer.
Not a simulator.
Right, it's not a simulator. I forgot.
Who knows? But it seems like we could take a bit of a break from Aviary Attorney, knock out some Reanimal, finish it up, and then move on to Plastic Deck. Or at the very least, knock out
Yes.
another case.
Sounds like a plan. When you go to load a previous day,
Is the music broken?
okay, case 3 What? Why did you click on it?
I wanted to see if the music was still the same. Yep. That music's still the same. Alright, this is the same. No music. There's dramatic music. Okay. That's weird, right?
Yeah.
No music here.
Okay, chapter 3 is definitely the longest, though. Is what I wanted you to see.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Case 3.
4
case
also
4
might be split up, but it's
Oh.
split up for some reason.
Yeah, that's unusual. So there's a self-contained case 4A, there's self-contained case 4B, and there's self-contained case 4C.
Maybe it's like a series of like, was it this person? No. Was it this person? No. Was it this person? Yes.
Probably. Seems like it.
Yeah, so case 3 is probably at least 2 streams, if not 3.
Yeah, it seems like it. Because this was 2 streams. So probably 3 streams from that.
So yeah, I guess it'd be a good time to jump over at something else. And
Yeah.
please come back.
Good plan, great plan. All right.
So, what's going on this week?
What is going on this week? Today is today's Sunday. So next time you'll see us will be on next time you'll see me will be tomorrow, Monday. I'm gonna be here playing some more Deltarune. We're God, we did so much walking around and fucking talking in in last stream, starting chapter 4, because it starts with a great big with like a town walk around sequence. So there's a lot of stuff just to go around and just talk to people. No, there's no combat or dark world. So yeah, we're gonna be snooping around the mayor's house in a total violation of trust to our friend Nicole.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's always fine as long as we don't get caught. Yeah, more Deltarune chapter 4 tomorrow. It'll be Monday. Tuesday, you and me are gonna be here hanging out, playing some more Metal Gear Solid 3 and Metal Gear Solid Delta. We are in the mountains. We climbed a long-ass ladder and got up to the mountains after we fought 2 bosses last stream.
They were surprisingly close to each other.
Surprisingly close to each other, yeah, but one was at the end of like the sequence. It was basically as soon as we walked out of the compound, we stumbled into the first boss fight.
Well, he was actually in an area that we had already been in.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy, we killed the shit out of him. It's so funny that you could just throw on the thermal goggles and fucking rinse him. Ah, yes, the stealth suit. Optical camouflage. It's thermal goggles, pull out an AK. Oh, it was so funny. I really like the end fight though. That was very interesting. It was very slow.
Having him like running around, like trying to find you, like trudging through the different zones, and then you would like hide, and he would like just pass you, and then you'd open fire on him. It's pretty funny.
It was pretty funny, yeah. It was a very cool boss fight.
Playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
The boss.
I gotta look up the the alternate outcome to that, where you just turn off where you save the game and turn it off for a week, and he just fucking keels over. That's the one thing I know about. I knew about Metal Gear 3, I guess. I didn't know specifically that the end was in 3, but I did know that there was a boss who was an old man sniper, and if you just save the game after when you start the boss fight and come back a full week later, he just dies of old age.
That's the kind of Kojima-esque, like, meta game level shit.
Yeah, it's like, that very much is like unplugging your controller from slot 1, plugging it in slot 2 to defeat Psycho Mantis. It's just such a really cool, like, yes, this is actually something that people just didn't do, and it's really cool that you have to. Or it's like, in, fucking one of the Legend of Zelda DS games, where you go up to like a map that's carved into a stone, and you have like your map on the touchscreen, and what you have to do is you zoom into the map on the stone, and then you close your DS, and when you open it, you'll have transcribed the map on the stone to your map on the touchscreen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that one.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like, using the physicality of your device in order to make, in order to progress the game. It's a very cool thing.
Remember, what is it? Was it the Beat Doctor or whatever? The one that's the rhythm game
Oh, Rhythm Doctor.
that like starts freaking out and like jump between monitors and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I think I set it to like a virtual desktop to do that, but like when I first played it was just live with you guys, and it was fucking losing its goddamn mind on stream on my actual desktop. That was really cool. Yeah, weird. It's just people aren't doing, because it's very niche. Like, you don't want every game to be doing that, but it's very cool when games decide to do it. There's like to a much lesser degree, but I think in like Infamous 2, there was like a collectible or like a world thing you have to do where you run around and you need to go like spray paint over like the like propaganda or whatever that's around the world. Because it's on PS4, there's like a gyro in the PS4 controller. So you hold the PS4 controller like a can of spray paint, and then you hold the trigger and you spray over the you spray over the thing in game as well as in real life. Yeah, very, very cool thing. It wasn't. Maybe it wasn't a gyro. Maybe it was like, I think it might have been like an IR sensor in front of it, or maybe it was a gyro. I don't actually know how the PS4 controller works.
I think it had a gyro.
Yeah, because you could use it with you could use like a gyro thing as like a pointer for the digital keyboard. Anyway, Metal Gear is cool. That's the point I'm trying to make. Metal Gear is cool. We're going to be playing some more of it on Tuesday. Pardon. Friday, I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. I kind of didn't think I'd wrap up Batman so quickly. So,
Well, that's only because you're a wuss and not gonna 100% it. To get the true ending yourself on your own matters.
I'm not gonna do 200 riddles in Arkham Knight. That is insane. I do have a couple options. I would like to save a Dream Barbecue to do with someone, because I don't know that I could play that game myself. It is an acid trip. I would need someone to fucking ground me. Bayonetta. Could start up Yakuza 3. Could try out a couple one-shot games. Try Pawn Barian. Could just play Unraveled, the first game. I was gifted by Stefan Metal Wolf Chaos XD. Although again, I think that might be a game that I think it might be a game I need someone to experience with me. Gato Roboto. I don't know how long Omori is. Start up a new save of Tokyo Ghostwire or Ghostwire Tokyo. Disco Elysium. Freddy Fish. Katamari. Katamari's more like a podcast game. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff I could take a look at. We'll see what we're feeling like come Friday. I think Metal
And
Wolf.
that means
Metal Wolf Chaos, a
could join
hyper-American
us.
FromSoft game. Is it a FromSoft game?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we were saying when you first talked about it.
That's hysterical. Yeah, you know, General Arcade, FromSoft, published by Devolver Digital. That's so funny. But yeah, we'll see what we're feeling like on Friday. And then, pardon. Swing back here next week for not Aviary Attorney, for some Reanimal, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy. Are you ready for some real fucked up shit to happen to some very small children?
Are you ready for the first 30 minutes of it being us trying to get this Steam remote play working? We should really test that in advance. There's always set up with issues like, oh, my controller's not working, your controller's not working. What's going on?
I mean, yes, we should, but like, also that game opens with us in a boat for like for like 10 minutes, so we can't do the intro. We can't test remote play and. I'm sure it will be fine. We've learned so much from our previous experience with remote play.
I think one of those is that you have to have your controller plugged in ready before you launch the game.
I think so. Anyway, we'll figure it out. That's a next week problem. Join us next week as we play some Reanimal. But yeah, that'll be all for today. Thanks for hanging out. If indeed you're still here, fucking sit by.
You know, I think we said last time, right? Down with the monarchy, Viva la Revolution. But
Did
what
we?
happens when the revolutionists are evil? Because that can happen too, right? Like, revolution is a dirty job. Someone usually dies. But how do you know that the right people are dying? What if revolution is just a cover for the mafia? Or some other bad business? You know?
When was the French Revolution? 1789. This is after the French Revolution. We still have a king after the French Revolution?
This is Revolution 2.0 Electric Boogaloo.
I thought they did away with the King of France after the Revolution.
I think the French Revolution was not about that. I think the first revolution they got rid of the nobles and they left just the king. And then the bourgeois came up, which were basically nobles. They're just not nobles. And then the second French Revolution happened.
Oh.
But I also don't know anything about my French history because I'm not French. So
No.
I'm probably just making all of that up.
Well, if you are, it was very convincing. Yeah, I guess that's the lesson for today. There were 2 French revolutions.
And the revolution, they're having a revolution in Iran right now, I think, right?
I'm not.
They closed,
super.
they closed down the. Oh, okay, well, I have somebody who was Iranian who was telling me about it. They
super
closed
related
down the country,
geopolitics.
and the government like cut off the internet.
Oh.
It's pretty bad right now out there.
Stay safe. I guess that's a lesson. That's a lesson for today. Stay safe. All right, bye.
Hi.